odds makers have our guys winning the Lock-It-In season. How did I ever get this crown? Mine now. But first, let's look to the future. Up first, Crystal Baller. Best performance from this past weekend, something that can be built upon. Sal, you're up first. Who you got?
Best performance in the NFC East, I think, was from the Redskins because they had a bye, and now they're 2-1, and they have the sole possession of first place. And keep it up, Jay Gruden. Just keep scheduling these byes. I think 9-7 wins the division, so just sit out for the rest of the next few weeks. I think they actually have 2 weeks plus to prepare for New Orleans. It's going to be a closer game than people think.
Most underrated team in college football so far. Furman told me I was crazy for betting on them. They dominated South Carolina. The week before that, they dominated Mississippi State. They also won against Florida for the first time in 31 years. Kentucky Wildcats. They're on the road this weekend against Texas A&M. Then they play Missouri. If they win one of those two on November 3rd, they will host Georgia to win the SEC East crown. That, my friends, is an underrated team. One of only 3 teams that has managed to win every game in FBS by 10 or more points.
Wow. Interesting note with Kentucky, one more win puts them over the Vegas win total for the season.
Ooh.
But I'm going to take a team that was much maligned for most of this campaign, and that's Florida State. I know they didn't cover against Louisville, but 2 games in a row, they've built a little bit of confidence. This is a regime that had a chance to go wayward. They're double-digit underdogs this weekend against Miami. Florida State's going to need to pull off some upsets if they're going to get back to the postseason. But I think this team is extremely undervalued. The more comfortable they get with the Gulf Coast offense, watch out. Florida State will be able to pull some point spread surprise.
All right, up next, my favorite, panic button. Which coach should be hitting the panic button? Sal, you're up.
I don't know if he should be hitting it because Hugh Jackson's hand is permanently welded to the panic button now. Yes, no, it's true because here's why. The Browns are no longer your lovable losers. Everyone's got the hard knocks hangover for them, and it's like they have good players now, and they're going to be expected to win. And if they don't, that becomes a different story. Then you have to let Hugh go. 2-32 or whatever it is, impressive, I agree. But he can't stick around with players on both sides of the ball that people are talking about.
I actually think it's John Gruden and the Raiders. How bad has it gotten for the Raiders? People were like, hey, what happened? Why didn't the Browns win this game? They had to score and get a 2-point conversion with 9 seconds left. Then they had to score 45 points to beat the Browns at home. That's unbelievable. It should be, beyond a shadow of a doubt, John Gruden.
You guys are both wrong. It's Bill O'Brien. The Texans are lucky to even have 1 win. If they get embarrassed on national TV by an in-state rival, Bill O'Brien may be out of work as early as Monday.
All right, and last but not least, I just want to see how this feels.
Look at Cersei stealing my crown.
Throne of Games, take a look at these lines that BetOnline.ag put out as to who will win the season of Lock-It-In. Todd's coming off the board at plus 125, Cousin Sal at plus 130, and Clay at plus 250. Sal, who are you taking?
I'm taking me. We're obviously in Todd's head, and, you know, I wish I didn't bet the Rams as my future. I would have put 500 on Cousin Sal, plus 130. It's a winner.
I am such a huge underdog here at plus 250. No respect being given to me. What is this music? Why don't we have the Game of Thrones music?
This is Game of Thrones X. They just typed it in. Typed it in the search bar.
Wow, somebody pay for the actual music. This is a disgrace.
Todd, what do you got?
Sal, I'm pretty sure they left a 0 off Clay's number. He's got no chance.
Yeah.
You and me, buddy, head-to-head from now until June.
All right, bonus question for Todd, and I don't know why I'm asking you this. I should just be asking myself this question since I won our Lock-It-In DraftKings League this week, but whatever, we can talk about that later. Who is a wide receiver who I should target to have a big game this weekend? Anything?
As long as you're taking notes, Rachel, and you're using my players, that's all I know. Juju Smith-Schuster. You look at this Atlanta defense, they gave up 100 yards receiving to everybody. And despite a sluggish performance against Baltimore, he was still targeted 11 times. Not only does Antonio Brown go bonkers, but the Steelers' leading receiver in yardage, Juju Smith-Schuster, is a guy you have to have in your DraftKings lineup this weekend. He goes for 100+, and I think he gets his second, maybe even his third touchdown of the season.
Juju Smith-Schuster. Play free in the play action contest with over $1 million in cash prizes. Download the DraftKings app and sign up using promo code LOCK today. I didn't choose all your picks, by the way, Todd. Coming up, the guys make their final bet of the night. It's going to be life-altering, or at least entertaining. Stick around. The crown's mine now.